Whoa! Billy Monama, folks. I'm Mike. We're here at Marshall Music in Woodmead. We're here to talk to you about the Gibson Les Paul in the context of jazz music in South Africa. We got multi-award-winning guitarist. I wanted to call you a multi-award-winning instrumentalist, but you're a guitarist, right?
I'm an instrumentalist.
Billy Monama.
Our music is being said that it is instrumental. When you submit the music and then they listen to it,
because there's no vocals.
They're like, it's jazz, and then they put it there.
So you're the author of this book, Introduction to South African Guitar Styles, Volume 1. How many volumes are there going to be?
3.
3 volumes. That's a lot of work, yeah?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. The research is a lot of work.
And the research shows, guys. I mean, when you look through this book, the amount of pictures, the amount of research, and the amount of Gibsons, actually. There's a Gibson.
That was Max Mankwani.
There's anywhere you look, you just find another Gibson everywhere you go. Because Gibson is kind of intrinsically linked to South African guitar styles, and particularly jazz.
Yeah, jazz, and also, Mpaqanga and, the pop of South African, pop that, came in the 80s. They used to call it bubble gum, and all that. That's when then there was introduction of, overdrive, wah-wah, and pedals,
all
and all
those
effects. That is why they chose this guitar, because it's a solid body. It didn't have any hole.
Limits the feedback potential.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you call it? The F hole, right?
Yeah, the F hole.
Yes, yeah. So this guitar was perfect for that, and
There's a lot of history with the Les Paul in South Africa as well, because since the very beginning, since I think they came out in 1952, the first Les Pauls, they had P90 pickups before they actually had the humbuckers.
Wow.
Gibson invented the humbucker, by the way, with the Les Paul. So there's been availability of Gibsons quite widely in South Africa, pretty much as long as there's been Gibson electric guitars and acoustic guitars. And this is a current Gibson USA Les Paul standard. It's kind of modeled on a 1960 kind of Les Paul, which has got a little bit of a thinner neck, but easier to play, but still the whole burst thing with the humbuckers. And the originals, the actual 1959's, the magic year. Those guitars are worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. And there've been a few of them that have been found in South Africa recently. Like there was a couple that Joe Bonamassa, the American blues guitar player and noted collector, has actually gotten from South Africa, because they're around. There's so much history of guys playing them in bands here, whether it be like a guy in a little Buddha orchestra, or if it's a guy in a jazz band or whatever. Hey?
Yeah, like me, my experience with this guitar.
You're a Les Paul player, right?
Yes. My first experience, first time encounter, let me just say my first encounter with this brand, Gibson, especially the Les Paul. There was a guy who was playing at church, Nicholas Ntuli. So he used to play Fender. He was a Fender man, when we were growing up, and he switched at church, then they switched to play, they bought him a Les Paul Gibson. And there was a friend of mine, my neighbor, Jimmy Tebe, used to have a Fender Les Paul as well. But then for me to own mine, it was just only recent. But like the people from the musicians from the 1970s, like 80s and 90s, until this day, they still play this guitar for various reasons.
And they're very comfortable. One of the reasons is going to be the shorter scale length on a Gibson than something like a Fender, so the string tension's a little bit lower. It feels a bit easier, especially if you're going to play a long festival stage, be up there for a couple hours.
Yeah, and for me, I like the punch of it. I don't know what is a punch in the technical.
Yeah, but it really cuts through the mix, eh?
Cut through. Yes, I don't have to go and play full volume here. I can just have like, if you have like a great amp with this guitar, you can cut through the whole entire show, without having to fight with the sound engineer. Let me play you something. So now there was a guitar player who was playing rhythm guitar. So now a rhythm guitar, it is not an American pop like a. This is how you play rhythm guitar, but in South Africa the rhythm guitar, that is why in this book I call it ukuvampa. So to vamp is to strum, but
get those up strums, eh?
Yeah, but it's not like a strum like a typical. So it was very hard sometimes. It depends on the style of the music. So now, if you listen to Kwela, it will be. And then the Mpaqanga strum on this will be like. This guitar was used also by Vivian Ngubane. He was the man who was playing rhythm guitar.
Well, I mean, you can hear that the tone cuts through. It's got a lot of the fundamental note, more than a hollow body or semi hollow body would have. And especially if you're going to play those kind of percussive things, it will really get through in the mix.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That is why I like it, because now it's one of these things that where even when you play like mute, it's easy to balance your what is it, your hand on thing.
Get the palm mute going.
Yeah.
So the Gibson Les Paul, a proud history across the world in rock and roll styles and jazz styles. It was originally a jazz guitar, and it's been used in jazz guitar in South Africa and all the local styles for years and years and years. If you want to learn about it, the guitar historian over here, Billy Monama, check out his book at Executive Books. Take a lot.
Exclusive.
Oh yes, I said Executive Books again. Maybe it's an upgrade. It's a better shop than Exclusive Books.
Even George Benson, when he started playing a Gibson Les Paul. Until
then he went to the L5.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So this is a guitar that you can use for
pretty much anything.
Anything.
You can't go wrong with a Gibson. You just can't. If you want to check them out, go to marshallmusic.co.za or come to Marshall Music in Woodmead. Check them out, play them, buy one. Billy says yes.
Yes, but it's not a buy one get one for free. No.
No.